That was pretty abrupt. Good evening, everybody, live from the South Shore Live Studios here in beautiful Apollo Beach, Florida.
Absolutely.
Representing the most beautiful place in the world to live, except for these 6 weeks out of the year. I think it's fair to say.
I actually love this time
I
of
dig
year.
it too. I live inside.
I love it because it gives you an excuse to like do a chore around the house and then jump in the pool.
Welcome
and then
to
do a chore and jump in the pool.
Exactly. If you're lucky enough to have that, yeah, it's great. I'm not gonna lie. I hopped in the pool yesterday right after cutting some branches off some palm trees, and it felt great. So we're here in beautiful Apollo Beach. We bring you an interactive look at business, and we would like to invite anyone in the Apollo Beach South Shore area to join in with us tonight with our discussion and topical stories that we're going to have going on. Like I said, we're here in beautiful Apollo Beach, where people in February wish they were.
Absolutely.
That's the payoff here. With us tonight, we have Ronnie K with Q for a Cause. And then later this evening, we're going to have my friend Judith Cordero coming in and talking about her credit services. So right now, I'm going to introduce my co-host here tonight, Teo Leonard. He's going to tell you a little bit about himself and also his business that he has, which is
The Web Design Ninja.
the Web Design Ninja, everybody. Oh, and I forgot, behind the desk is Joanne Duran from Apollo Beach Publishing. She is our engineer behind the desk and question answerer, por favor. She will be on top of the show here tonight. Hey, Judith, just trying to get in. We're going to get there in a second.
Yep.
And also, too, I want to do our disclaimer before we go any further.
Got to do a disclaimer.
I'm going to say this right now. There are some things happening on my Facebook that I think someone may have cloned me because there's some shit going on that I can't do. Now, that could be because of my mouth and some of the funny things I post. Right now, I think that I can't like anything, but it's not about me. It's about our disclaimer. This show is about fun. This show is about us interpreting things in our eyes. Please do not take anything that we say for it's for general knowledge, not for
Entertainment.
Entertainment purposes.
This is a great time for you to step in.
Well, yeah, and we recommend a lot of businesses and a lot of people that we have personal experience with, and we hope that you use their products and services, and you have a great experience as well.
Make
an
informed decision too.
An informed decision. We know that you can't please everybody all the time, so don't blame us if
our experiences may be different than your experiences. That being said, I personally have a business in town. Ronnie has a business in town. Teo has a business in town, and this program was conceived to help other business owners with like problems and also good stories and good things that are happening in our South Shore area. Teo's been here for over 20 years, who's going to tell everybody about things that used to be there and things that he did in some of these places.
Exactly.
And and Ronnie's got a good story, and there's a reason why we all come to Apollo Beach. We come to Apollo Beach because it's very inviting. It's still wide open, and it has opportunities. So let everyone hear about Teo. And what do you do, Teo?
I have the Web Design Ninja. We've been developing websites since 1993. I actually wrote my first book on the internet 4 years before Al Gore invented the internet.
Wow.
That's actually
how'd that happen?
I have absolutely no idea.
Tricky.
That's
I think
pretty good.
Maybe the politicians don't always tell the truth.
Stop. Again, if you would like us to have another show, we're keeping it absolutely holding back. You have no idea.
Oh,
do you ever see that Billy and Manny? He's got a pet cat, and it's like a panther.
Oh yeah.
We're holding back here. We could easily have another show on a whole different topic. If you'd like that, just give us a thumbs up.
The purpose of our show is local businesses, local stories. We want to talk about the background of Apollo Beach overall, the weather,
the events going on here,
the changes happening. You can please like and share our YouTube channel at South Shore Live in one word.
There you go. Please like our YouTube. We are like 965 more people until we hit stardom, guys.
And then we get
it's like a telethon.
Then we get $1.
We get $1.
We get $1.
$1.
So like another 1,000 people, we get $1.
Does that go into that coin bucket we talked about?
Yes, it goes right into the coin bucket divided by 3, right here, and then
we're broke.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what we got going on, and of course we have Ronnie Kawitz. Ronnie, why don't you tell everybody what you do, and we can go right into what you do.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, by the way, right here, everybody.
The mystery.
This is the mystery.
We need the smell-o-vision.
We're gonna
because I can smell it.
We're gonna open up some of the tin foil here. Right here.
There we go. So go ahead, Ronnie. Tell us what we got.
Okay, so I just did a quick batch of wings for you guys to give you a taste of my new spices and sauces. On one of them, it is a citrus flavored. It's orange. Since I'm a Florida girl, I went with our orange flavor. It's got a little kick to it, and the other rub is matching up with my barbecue sauce, and it's got kind of a peppery pineapple taste, if you will. So you have the barbecue sauce matching up with the one.
Pure heaven.
The barbecue sauce is called Pure Convulsion because we're a seizure and epilepsy related. So I try to have fun with all the themes and names of things.
Let's go to the story of your barbecue. Let's take it. Let's wind it all back. Were you born a barbecuer, or just one day said, you know what, I'm just gonna barbecue?
No, I kind of met this guy that does professional barbecue for 10 years, and he's been on every TV show that you can think of.
These look incredible.
They smell incredible.
he's won world championship, so I've tagged
Yep.
along with him for a little bit, kind of got the scene of it.
I like
I'm
wings.
a chef as well, but I do more of the pastries and stuff like that. So
Gotcha.
our two are best of both worlds for us. You know, I can do all the ancillary stuff, which is all the side dishes, desserts, drinks, all that kind of stuff, and he's the master, you know, pit master for all the barbecue. And you know, my husband Jim has taught so many people over the years and just shared his knowledge. And just to watch him, he does it like he can do it blindfolded.
And you know, we go back a little bit. So
Yes.
I'm a barbecue judge for
Mhm.
KCBS.
And I've met you.
And
I can
Oh.
legitimately say that because I bumped into you at one. Like, what are you doing here? And he goes, I'm the umpire or something like
I
that.
was the master. I was the master judge
Master
at that
judge,
event.
yeah.
I
I'm
was
like,
the master judge at
really?
that event. And so it's kind of funny because while I love cooking barbecue, smoking barbecue, whatever terminology you want to use, and if I use the wrong terms, then I get slaughtered by the
pit masters. Yeah.
yep. So but I hate competition. It is so stressful.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because what people don't realize is, like, for your ribs or your brisket, most people fall off the bone, and that's a total no-no
It's
in
a
the world
big
of
no-no. Yeah.
competition.
You have
And
to have a nice bite.
It's got to look.
yeah, you have a nice tug, and you have just a very, very short window of perfection.
Correct.
There's just a skosh difference from a perfect 10 or 9 high and like DAL.
Yeah, and
So
I commend your
intense.
husband for having that amount of patience and dedication. Because I'm like, as you progress through the ranks of judging, you have to work on teams to be able to get your master status, et cetera. And I hated that just because I hate
every
the
one of
stress
these
it.
looks perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like that one looks good and the other ones suck. I mean, each one of these look absolutely
Oh, we got the dome.
perfect. It's literally.
Thank you. I
Like,
hope you
that's
enjoy
insane.
them.
I
So
know.
how many events you have your then
Oh, yeah, because there's too many cars going back and forth. Cars going back and forth.
Got to mute Judith.
Yep.
So
So we average 10 to 15 a year right now. My
Okay.
husband was doing over 30 a year at one point.
ouch.
Since COVID, a lot of the competitions have kind of fizzled out. It's hard. And when I tell you how hard it is as an organizer to host these alone, to get the teams out, it's not cheap to buy all this meat and, provide all this stuff for the judges that you need. And
Right.
Being a judge, you've seen,
Mhm.
it's over $1,000, $1,500
Easy.
easily dropped just in the meat alone.
just to
Yep.
sit there and hope that you're going to do well.
Well, and that doesn't include the gas getting there, the entry
Oh, yeah.
fees, all this stuff. So when you're doing these competitions, you're forking out about $2,000 every time.
Every
you do
shot.
'em. Right.
And the competitions I was constantly the master judge over and over, those are gone now. When COVID hit, they tried to do them after COVID, and there was just enough pushback and enough anyway, that's another topic. But
Right.
anyway, so they ended up folding up and stopping. So it's pretty amazing. I've been following you the last few years, and you keep growing and growing. And I'm like, man, that's
I'm
just so
trying.
impressive.
And I've got
it's a good cause, right? You're raising
Yes.
money
Yeah,
for
where I have the foundation. It's called Seize the Moment Foundation, which I started for to help people with epilepsy.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, and I started that because I am a patient of epilepsy. I was diagnosed as an infant, went 30 years suffering with seizures every day, taking over 5,000 milligrams of medication every day.
No shit.
Yeah, and I had no help, And in 2008, I finally got my license back, and I was driving, and I had my first seizure ever behind the wheel of a car.
Oh,
I was on 75 and felt a seizure coming on, and if the lady in the car hadn't been with me, I wouldn't be here doing this today. So I looked into some research and found out there was a new surgery, fairly new, that was coming out, and they could do a resection of your brain in certain areas if all your seizures were focal in an area.
okay.
So the lot of testing, you have to do a WADA, neuropsych evals, like all sorts of lab work, you name it, you have to do and see if what you're able to, go forward with. Fortunately, all my seizures were located in one area.
That's
and
cool.
I was a candidate for this surgery.
Cool.
They said could have been a lot of different things that happened. I could have had short-term memory, my speech loss, and losing my mobility on the right side of my body. For a little bit of short-term memory, but I just tell everybody that's age. But But other than that, I have been seizure and medication free since April of 2008.
And there you go. And
Cool.
barbecuing all the way.
Yep.
Nice.
That's very cool.
We should take a break.
You want
for
to take
our
a break?
Time zone. Well, we're 12 minutes and we're at 10.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a break and we're going to bring in Judith Cordero and we're going to talk with her, and we will get right back to you in a minute.
See, that's me trying to keep us on track now.
There you go. How'd that?
Today's featured home is in the desirable community of Waterset. It's nestled in a cozy little cul-de-sac. This home is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with 2,538 square feet, complete with a pool and a spa in your very own beautiful backyard. The Waterset community has dog parks, pools, miles of walking trails, gyms, tennis courts, and more. To know more about this home, give me a call. My number is 702-858-5454.
I happen to be here with Aldo, who's in charge and runs the Cars and Coffee here in Waterset, which is a local phenomenon, which is kicking butt here and is a free event. He's going to tell you all about it. Hold tight.
Guys, my name is Aldo. I run the Waterset Cars and Coffee every second Saturday of the month from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We're here every second Saturday of the month at the landing in Waterset.
What's it cost, Aldo?
Nothing. Here's the only thing I'm going to ask.
There you go.
If you like cool cars, cool motorcycles. It doesn't matter if it's a classic, an exotic. It doesn't matter what it is. Come here. We need cool cars and cool people. If you're cool, you got to come over here.
You're welcome
Every
here.
Second Saturday of the month. Check it out. We have the food truck. We have White Claw. We have the vendors. Free coffee. We always have
I love the
everything.
Ackie. You know I'm a Honda guy.
Yes, yes. So check out the Acura NSXs, the Cybertruck, everything. And guys, follow us. Follow us, Waterset Cars and Coffee, in Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Waterset Cars and Coffee every second Saturday of the month, 8 to 10 a.m. Have a great day, guys.
Check him out on South Shore Live, too.
Boom.
Hey,
All right, and we're
everybody.
back.
Want to just thank some supporters of our show right off the bat. Pool Kings of Apollo Beach, great guy, supports us in everything we do. South Shore Cleaning and Supply, I'm not going to say, they're my boys. The JD Coaching, they help us out too. Also,
Yes.
Jen
thank
Budd.
you. Thank you, JD Coaching,
thank you for working around the corner.
for our beverage center today.
Yeah, when you call out her name, you get a drink. Also too, Jen Budd, who we have the Sensei rolling in the room here to cover up my normal smell,
And
and
my
then
cigars.
the cigars. And I have to say, it's a pleasant lavender cigar THC smell some nights in here. What else do we have here? Also, Pure Romance, Trish and Pure Romance, a great supporter of our network that we're trying here. And I have to tell you, we would like you to join us. Come into the show, either remotely, be part of the show. Any issues that you'd like to discuss or things that are affecting your business, we'd like to know. Apollo Beach is where we live. Apollo Beach is where we work. The South Shore area is where we make our living and grow our families, and we decided to live here. So this is my stake in the ground and saying, I want to help out, and we'd like you guys to join us by
Absolutely.
liking our page, by telling your friends, and most importantly, liking our YouTube channel. That could help us out a lot. These wings, as you can see, the plate is half gone.
Yep.
Instantly, we went through about 6 napkins.
They went pretty quick.
You know, I gotta say, as a
Oh
an,
my
an
gosh.
official barbecue judge, the hardest thing about judging, and when I teach judging classes, the number one thing is, guys, hardest rule, you can score on all these different points. Don't worry about that. The hardest rule is you cannot lick your fingers.
Yeah.
And
Never thought of
that
that.
is actually the hardest rule. I
Yeah.
think if you've ever
You go through so
professionally
many paper
judged,
towels
you
and
go through
stuff
paper
at
towels,
these
and-
events. It's crazy.
Well, think about this. This was sitting for over an hour, but you know, and
Mhm.
they're still phenomenal.
Right.
They're not like dead.
That's
These-
the cool thing about good barbecue. And,
The-
there's a long time we were talking about how difficult it is to do competition classes. You're prepping it, you prep your container, you get it up to your turn-in table, then it goes through a kind of a double blind numbering system, then it gets distributed out to the tables. And when you have a large event, you have several hundred containers that have to get out
They
to the
move out.
tables.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom,
And you
boom,
have,
boom,
you
boom,
have
boom,
6
boom, boom.
judges on a table, so you have to go through, and then you open each container.
your
go through the
Vanna
numbering.
White with the
your
box.
Vanna
you
White
know,
with
you're
your
just
presentation.
laying-
So you're a good 10 to 15 minutes after the table gets the food before they get the first bite. So it has to be spectacular to warrant it on that.
How can people get a hold of you?
You can find me on Facebook under Seize the Moment Foundation or Q for a Cure. I'm local here in South Shore as well. You can find me anywhere.
And can we still find you at Boggs?
Yes, I am still at Boggs.
Oh yeah, no shit.
I take care of you
miss
there
her.
as well.
I laugh every time I take my watches and
Thank
stuff
you.
in there. I always miss her. It's so crazy. They do such a good job there. So your event is this weekend?
It is this weekend.
There
Is
you
it
go.
at
We are at the Showman Center,
Showman's
right
Club, right there.
off of
Awesome.
Riverview Drive.
Yep.
Great place.
Randy's allowed me to host that now this is our 3rd year. So
You're kidding me. What a
Yeah.
great place.
it's awesome.
It's phenomenal. It's like
Yeah.
opening up the past.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
get to you're literally like going to a 70s show, a 70s circus, and you can just go back there, and then they close the doors, and it goes and it sleeps.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
it's
all retro in
amazing.
there.
It's true. It's like
Yeah.
it's amazing.
The Showman's is at 6915 Riverview Drive. You have the
go 41 north and
41
and
North.
go inland on Riverview Drive, and
Correct.
it's right there on the river. You can't miss it.
Yeah, it's considered Riverview, but yes, it's Gibtown
Yeah.
is what we've referred to it as.
North Gibsonton,
North Gibsonton or South.
Riverview.
It was Adams.
Oh,
Yeah.
Adamsville. Yeah.
Yeah, you like that.
Adamsville.
Yes.
Look at that for the,
Yeah.
Adamsville.
for the layup.
Yeah.
I'm
And
over
not
here.
many people know about that.
I felt like I was playing
Us
television.
old-time people. It's funny.
skiing.
It's funny in the Facebook groups. You'll get people that we get all the scammers now. That
Oh
try
my
to join
gosh.
Facebook, and as soon as somebody goes, "Well, I live in Adamsville," and I'm like, delete.
So long.
I mean, I've
How
been here-
long ago was it
Oh.
called that? Like we're going back a
Oh,
long
like-
time.
Yeah, no one's still alive.
No. Because I'm like you, Teo. I've been out here for over 20 years, and no, it's never been called that.
But it shows up on the map,
does.
and so
It does show on the
when-
map.
when the Indians and Philippine and Pakistani
Let me tell you.
hacker guys or Nigerian hacker guys are looking, they're like, "Oh, I live in Adams." And then the
Adamsville,
other one are the
Florida.
young couples that live in Caribbean Isles or Del Webb. And you're like, okay, I'm sorry, you're 25 with 2 kids.
Just
you don't
joined-
live in Caribbean Isles.
Hold, and just
okay?
joined Facebook 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Is Judith Cordero available?
I'm right here.
Hey,
right,
everybody.
good.
Judith
She's
is
on.
on. Judith, she has a company. Our engineer is going to put it up on the page behind us. Judith.
Thank you
this
for
is
having
Teo.
me.
No worries. This is Teo.
Good day.
This is Ronnie.
Hi.
This is
Hi.
Judith. Judith, I met her and she's terrific. And let's tell everyone about Judith. Tell them what you do.
We are a credit card processor, and we've been with Tenadre Merchant Services since 1993. It's been a long time. My
Damn.
husband's not ready to retire.
Who is
So we'll be
nowadays?
doing this for a long time.
Seems like we all are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now your credit services. What exactly are they? What do you do?
Okay, we
You-
have like the internet gateways, mobile wireless cards, readers. We have the point of sale terminals. We have software applications. We host payments on laptop, phone, and that's a good one that we get a lot of. Whereas somebody wants to use hosted payments, and if they're out in the road, they can go into Card Connect and pull up their file and put the information in, and that's it. You don't have
They
to
give
have
you
a
guys-
card reader or anything.
Oh no way! So
Cool.
it's just that's very
Okay,
cool.
so I have a question about the internet gateway. Are you tied? Do you use Authorized Net or do you have your own gateway?
We do use Authorized Net, but right now, First Data and Pfizer, they actually, CardPoint and Card Connect actually bought First Data and Fiserv. So
Okay.
we're working with most of 75% of our clients are with CardPoint right now in Card Connect.
Okay.
Now I don't know if you remember this, but Judith, I met her by shutting down spammers.
Okay.
I met her straight up by these people lying so profusely online on a page that we were on that we both said, you know what, this can't be happening, and we just immediately friended each other and then started high-fiving and tag teaming each other on pages that we both either had admin rights or knew people who were admins to get these bastards thrown off right off the bat. And once they saw that I was helpful, we were able to help a lot of pages that are super clean pages now that people like we just started a page. We want no infections.
Right.
You know, one guy gets in there and it's amazing. They just embed themselves and they just stay quiet. Occasionally they'll like friend a local group, and then all of a sudden they start inviting their buddies because they can let them in. And then
And as admins, you look and go, okay, there's
Hey,
three other people in the
sure, it's
group.
gotta be all right,
And you're
right,
like,
Judith?
okay,
It's gotta be
we're-
cool.
You know, especially
he
the
knows a
car
buddy of
detailers.
mine. And then all of a
It's
sudden,
wild. But I get them right away.
They just make one mistake on one page, and all you just like fire, boom, 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 and you see that they've been in all these pages just waiting to pull the
Yes.
trigger.
Yeah.
That all of a sudden they detail cars.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, and we're and you know, like in Sarasota, I think I have like 34,000 people in my Sarasota foodies group, and we actually we put it on post approval because it's so easy to just say
Sure.
approve. You know, it's
Yeah.
food.
It's all food,
duck,
right.
duck cleaning, car detailing, whatever. Just delete ban for life. And then
Yes.
the cool thing about being an admin of a handful of creating a bunch of these groups is the same thing. Is you can kill them from all the other groups.
Oh my God, it's
eliminate the
You
spam.
feel so good when you're like, I got you, you little bastard. And some of them, you're very surprised. It's like, really, they did such a good job trying to fake me out.
Yeah.
You know, even and it just seems like they're doing it more and more. And there's so many
Yeah.
giveaways.
And
And
it's so subtle at first, though. You don't realize it.
Oh,
until
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
something like, you get a warning that this is not appropriate. I'm like, what is not appropriate? Nobody posted anything on this page or anything. And then you go to look and you find all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
so as
definitely.
well,
So Judith, so you have the credit card merchant services, right?
Yes.
What's your ideal customer? I mean, a lot of, you have Stripe and Square, which are, if you're doing a little bit here and there.
Correct.
but
If
if
Stripe
you're
and
doing the
Square is
larger
good if you're
volumes,
making.
like, what's your ideal customer person?
Well, we have a lot of them. We have like Rose Family Services. They do flooring, so we have them. We have the bars. We have we have grocery stores.
You should get them on the show with us because they do great work. I see nothing but great things.
Right?
I'm not just saying that. I'm going to pat myself on the back. My boys, since they took the company over, I don't have to think about anything. Shit happens now and then, but I haven't seen now and then, and I hope I don't. But like the Rose Family Service, all I see is praise for them online. Please
Cool.
see if they can come on our show because they do great work.
They do.
I know that they do magnificent work. They do home improvements, they do flooring, they do kitchen build outs, and they do a lot of install work. And I've seen so many glowing reports about them. And right?
Yes, they're actually out in Dade City, and they do Dade City. They do Dade City. They do like Sun City on that side, and then more if they go north, they'll do Spring Hill. Like Spring Hill, Brooksville. In that area, because all you have to do is take 41 down, and you could either go left or right to either Brooksville or to Spring Hill.
So what you were saying you were doing them, and who else do you do?
We actually do one of the aquariums. We've had them for like 30 years now. Gas stations. We do Louisiana clubs out on the beach.
No way.
That was.
Oh, we were just commending you on.
Oh,
the
thank
number.
you.
Yeah.
We have a lot of customers. The credit card processing is a good thing to have. If you make $2,500 and up, it's okay to do it. We're honest. If you make $2,500 and down, Square and Stripe is the way to go.
Yep.
And I'm going to be honest with you guys. If $2,500 or
Is that a
more,
month? Is that a
definitely
month?
you want to have
Is that a month?
merchant services because you can write it off.
Is that a month or is that gross?
That's no, I think it's a week.
Okay.
Oh, a week. So 10 grand a month.
Yes, 10 grand a month.
Okay.
Now, for our listeners who don't take payment in that way, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'll take chickens. I'll take steak. I'll have someone fill up my tank at this point. Well, that would be for the other old show. We can't discuss that trade matter, but
Yeah.
that will be coming back soon in a different format. But yeah.
So
Yeah.
my experience is I've been doing, I have almost 10,000 e-commerce websites. So I've
Okay.
dealt with all of the payment processing gateway stuff. I actually have a couple patents on online payments. Older, 15, 20 years ago. But and that's why I wanted to ask that question, because it's a very relevant question, because a lot of people are like, oh, we can save you a ton of money. But if they're doing $6 grand a month,
Right.
by the
and
time you have your minimums and all that kind of stuff, and then your gateway fee, et cetera, it
so
doesn't make
that
sense.
kind of stuff
So
is hard for my issue because I'm just a charity event. So I'm not an open business that's taking this
Right.
collateral in all the time. I get the money in when I host
and
an
so
event.
so for your issue, you're better off doing the nonprofit.
correct.
Do Stripe and then apply for the nonprofit, and then you drop another 0.75%.
Damn, you heard it here, huh?
There you go.
Wow.
Day. That's like one of the
Nice.
talks I have every day.
Looks like we have to have a little further talk on
And
that
I can
one.
help you with that. So, but I am interested in the larger stuff, because we do have organizations that would meet that $10,000 a month kind of requirement on a lot of our fundraising stuff. So I'll get with you on that, Judith. I appreciate it.
Okay.
So
Thank you. I
that was
appreciate it
question.
too.
So basically, businesses that are doing more than $10,000 a month in credit card, roughly $2,500 a week, it makes sense to give Judith a call and see what she can do for the rates and all of that.
Really?
So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
yeah, Judith, can we get your numbers?
How do we get a
that
hold of you,
can throw
Judith?
it up there. How do we get in touch with you?
For Tanadre is 1-800-455-8868. And we're actually at home, and my husband is partners with the actual owner for Tanadre, and he's Mike Crochet. He's in Tampa Palms. We had the office in Tampa Palms till 2018, and then my husband takes care of everything now, and Mike takes care of like the bookkeeping and all that.
That's awesome.
What was
Cool.
that number one more time, please?
1-800-455-8868.
Great. Thank you.
Cool. We're going to
Thank
have
you.
that up on our chat and our inline feed there, so people can.
Thank
kinda see.
you.
So
I
check it out.
appreciate it.
We are going to go to a next subject. You're welcome to stay on if you want to giggle with us and throw in your 2 cents.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
so Judith's going to hang with us, and we're going to talk about.
Oh, you're putting me on the spot.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah, I'm looking.
this is,
We
this is-
have like official notes.
yeah.
now,
This is Teo's story time.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's
Cool.
story time with Teo. So
Cool.
one of the reasons why I wanted to put this show together, not just about. Whoa. I didn't want this to be like a Bloomberg. That I wanted to have a little soul. Is that we have Captain Teo here, and as long as I've known you, Well, I met you a few places, and
Right.
but you've always been around the water and the boat, and then as I've gotten to know you longer, you've always been around the sea. And I said the other day that we should talk about this and not forget about it. And I found a note that I left myself, and I made sure we did it tonight. So we have some pictures of that you've taken, and you lost the line.
Okay, so they muted me. So anyway,
No audio.
so I took I just think of that whenever I make a decision in life of what will be like if I'm 80 years old. Well, I wonder it was better to work late or it was better to go out and see the sunset. So when my wife got sick, I try to go out and see the sunset every day. So that picture there, that was
Let's bring that picture back
when
up
we were
here.
headed out to see the sunset.
We have our sound. We're good. Also, bring the picture back up. Shit happens. This isn't
Technically
Yeah,
difficult.
let me tell you something. You try and doing this in your magnificent studios. Holy cow, ladies and germs. By the way, the Apollo Beach established shirt. How do you like that?
I like that.
Does that worked out all
Yeah.
right? Do we need these? And put an F on the back?
Yeah, there you go.
A big FF. Yeah, we're gonna be the FFs. Can you hear us now, everybody? We good? All right. Well,
So anyway, that was a picture of the sunset. We can put that back up. I was
Posted in the comments.
we had gone out and out for one of our sunset cruises, and we had come back, and the sky behind us was just awesome with color and with my appropriate flags on the back of the boat, and then the red, white, and blue engine cover that just made for a beautiful picture.
we get some great crazy. We talked about this before. We get crazy colors out here.
Oh, we do. It's spectacular.
It's like Fujifilm in the
And-
80s.
And the other night when I was doing it, I was just clicking. I put a little mount facing aft on the boat, and I'll just reach over and click, and it was like black, red, and then all of a sudden there was that one picture where it was just red, white, blue, and it makes it look like a flag in the
Oh, that was-
background.
that
I
was
think that's on my cover photo for this week.
All right. So there we go.
So you can put me on. Oh, so it's in the background. If we can move the thing. What's
Oh, she's getting through it.
All right. And so what's the next picture going to be?
Hawk the merch. Yeah, we also have the Good Morning, Don't Be a Shitty Person t-shirt. Oh, that's from it's on clearance now.
There you go.
It's on clearance. I
Just
love it.
another sunset.
Oh.
Which we'll be doing again tomorrow. I'll be going out.
So let's tell everyone, what time do you get out?
So I go out around 5 a.m. on the kayak.
Okay.
If the pain level's not too great. Lately,
Gotcha.
the pain's been relatively great. So I've been going out on the boat more than the kayak. But normally I'll go take the kayak around 5 o'clock, go out about 2 miles into the bay. And then as I'm turning, the sun just starts to give a little light. And then as I'm coming in, I get to witness all the pre-dawn
And it's so pretty when you get
of
out the
the
right time.
pictures.
You see the light, and then as it sets, it's darker, and just
Yeah.
the different colors that you get on some of the photos that you've taken. The hues and are just like they're
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Every day is
And
different.
there's no and by the way,
Every day.
and
Every
I
day.
don't use any filters. I'm like too stupid for that. I my camera, I have my iPhone, but it's a PhD. It's push here dummy. and now the one that's on the background right there. So I had commented, I'm like, I need to figure out
Can
how
you
to
get rid of one of
more
those pictures?
depth. Okay. So I wanted to get more depth of the waves on that. And I found out on the iPhone, if you go to portrait mode and then stage light and take the picture, it gives more of the shadows of the waves on that. So that's one of the picks. What else we got, Joe?
It's got to be a way that we can bring this in. We can do that.
Oh, my favorite tree.
Say
All
bye.
right, she's getting rid. Oh wow.
Okay. So that is up at our house on Jekyll Island. So we're very blessed to have a vacation home on Jekyll Island that we rent out when we don't use it. And we've had that for, let's see, we just did our 27th wedding anniversary. So it would be just over 27 years that we've had that house. And there's a place called Driftwood Beach, and it's just it's probably a 15-minute walk up the beach, but due to erosion, so now we go up the road. But out there is called Driftwood Beach, and I go out every single morning. I'm at Jekyll. I go out and grab a cigar with my coffee and watch the sun come up over the driftwood that sits there.
This isn't the place that the golf cart got destroyed, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that story.
Yeah. We can't talk about that. But yeah, so we had to buy another golf cart. That was not my fault.
Did you take pictures of that?
No.
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 No. We'll talk about that offline.
There's no need for that either.
There's a chance that the guilty involved might actually hear this, and then it will like be blowing up my feed and my phone.
Yeah. See, I love the scenic. I've got one I can show you, but like I had a gray line sky, but the sunset, the cloud actually went right through it. So you see
Yeah.
it looks like a drop.
Let's
Yeah.
go to
It
the
is
next picture,
really
Joanne.
pretty.
Yeah. But that's Driftwood Beach on
where-
Jekyll Island.
where
If
you
you
left-
haven't been to Jekyll Island, I highly recommend you go there.
Up. There we
Do
go.
It-
Oh,
the
Oh,
tree went. Okay, so that is in the morning.
that was quick. Can you do it again?
So that tree, Debbie took it out 2 weeks ago.
oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I did a post on that because it was pretty sad. That was like it's a favorite photo
Yeah.
taking. So that is around probably 6 o'clock in the morning. And I had gone out extra early to check out the meteor showers.
Yeah.
And
I caught a bunch of
and
them.
I saw,
we were up that night.
yeah, so I saw I think 10 shooting stars that morning.
Nice.
And came back, and there was a huge cloud layer, and that's
Yeah.
looking across. So I was out in the flats. So I was about a mile out in the flats and looking at fins and circles across the bay.
Can you post that picture in the chat, Jeff?
So,
You can just. Yeah, I remember that day, and that day was.
and there were 10 shooting stars. 2 were phenomenal, but 8 were kind of in between the clouds where you would see a spark and then another spark as it traversed.
It was pretty
so-
badass.
But yeah, that picture I think is from I'd gone out about 4:30 or so.
And again,
Um,
Apollo Beach.
Yep.
We have such fortunate weather, and we get to see liftoffs. We get to see all sorts of cool stuff here.
Yep.
We get a lot of meteorological stuff. You get to see satellites all the time here,
Yep.
which is pretty badass. And it can be either wicked cool, wild outside, or calm as fuck.
And just the nature alone, not just the
Yeah.
the
Well,
you
and
know
so-
the
so
skies and everything.
The
but
other
you get
day-
some
the other day
great
was-
animal
The
The other day
photos.
was
Dead
like
calm.
glass.
2 days ago it was dead calm.
Unbelievable.
And then yesterday we got drenched over and over again going out on the boat. I mean, everybody got completely soaked. And I just tell people, if you want to come out, give me a call. I hate to plan. And And if you know me on Facebook, you can message me and invite yourself. I'm totally cool. You'll find
Skip
a
it,
lot
Joe.
of people are like, man, we never
Let me
met him,
get
but
through
we'll
this
go there."
barbecue and I might take you up on
Please
that.
do. Come out. Just message me.
So Judith,
So,
That's pretty.
yeah, these pictures are just insane.
yeah.
So there you go. You got to see all the pictures, and we're going to take a break in a second. And I just want to thank everyone for watching. Please like our YouTube channel, South Shore Live. Please check out ApolloBeachPublishing.com. There's the magazine that comes out. We send it out probably every 10 days. It's updated, and it has all the events in the area. It has all the sports events. It has everything going on at all the major arenas. It has some great travel in it. What else does it have, Joe? All the events for...
Any sport that's going on, like Emily Arena, anything going on at Emily Arena, Ray J, Ruth Eckerd Hall, the Sounds,
Strav?
the Ritz at Ybor.
See, we got to do that because, like, I missed REO. I had no clue REO Speedwagon was in town.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like totally missed it.
We
Yeah.
go, yeah, as you know, we try and
Yeah, I
catch
know.
about 3-4 shows. We saw,
Yeah.
you know, that's another topic. We saw Yes and Deep Purple the other night.
Oh,
Holy
that
cow.
looked awesome.
78 years old, and he's just killing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like he was like your haggard old man. Ian Pace and Ian Gillan have had very comfortable lives being rock stars,
Yeah.
and they love Florida.
Right.
You know, they love coming here. If you notice, in the past 2 or 3, or as long as I've lived here, especially in the Tampa area, the amount of great quality musicians that come to this area because it's always nice, and even a crappy day here is better than most of the places they perform
Oh,
at.
yeah.
You know, maybe it's on a bad day, 72 degrees and slightly rainy. You know,
Yeah.
you know, some of these guys playing places
Although
that,
I've been to some brutal concerts at the
Oh,
amphitheater and
blown
pour
out.
down rain.
oh yeah,
Yes.
well that's the
Tough
dice we
deal.
roll here.
Yeah.
But you know,
This time of year.
but the amount of
Okay.
talent we get, like Rod Stewart, and we get, you know,
Yeah.
we get
So anyway, we got to check out ApolloBeachPublishing.com so we know all those places.
yeah, and all the events
Shelby,
coming
I'll
up.
answer your question when we come back. So
Very
with that,
cool.
We're going to flip over to commercial and we'll be right back. So stay tuned.
Yep. Go Bucks.
Welcome to your new home in Waterset. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-family home in the sought-after community of Waterset. With a low HOA and tons of amenities in the community, you will absolutely love living in this house. Love this house. See it in your eyes. Give me a call at 702-858-5454 and I'll show you in person.
Did you know that South Shore Cleaning and Supply is locally owned and operated for over 5 years? Oh, there's Howard the owner. Everyone say hi to Howard. You also might have seen one of their vehicles around town. They offer a variety of cleaning services from carpets to tile and grout, laminate and wood floorings, as well as pet remediation and much more. Call today for a free estimate at 8133-642185.
I happen to be here with Aldo, who's in charge and runs the Cars and Coffee here in Waterset, which is a local phenomenon, which is kicking butt here and is a free event. He's going to tell you all about it. Hold tight.
Guys, my name is Aldo. I run the Waterset Cars and Coffee every second Saturday of the month from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We're here every second Saturday of the month at the Landing in Waterset.
What's it cost, Aldo?
Nothing. Here's the only thing I'm going to ask.
There you go.
Like cool cars, cool motorcycles. It doesn't matter if it's a classic, an exotic. It doesn't matter what it is. Come here. We need cool cars and cool people. If you're cool, you got to come over here.
You're welcome here.
Second Saturday of the month. Check it out. We have the food truck. We have White Claw. We have the vendors. free coffee. We always have
I love the
everything.
Ackie. You know I'm a Honda guy.
Yes, yes. So check out the Acura NSXs, the Cybertruck, everything. And guys, follow us. Follow us, Waterset Cars and Coffee, in Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Waterset Cars and Coffee every second Saturday of the month, 8 to 10 a.m. Have a great day, guys.
Check him out on South Shore Live too.
Boom.
Welcome back, everybody, to the South Shore Live studios here in beautiful Apollo Beach. I'm here with Teo Leonard and my friend Ronnie K. And we also have Judith Cordero, I think, possibly with us. If not, good night, Judith.
Good night.
And we'll be seeing you real soon. So we're here just talking about stuff and about Apollo Beach right now. We had about a 15-degree drop from our instant rainstorm we had here. That thing came right in.
That came in good and fast too.
Booming
It was
out.
Like it was nice, perfect. I like that on sunsets because it like hits, it cools down, and then we can still
Boom.
take the
It
boat
was
out and catch the
94,
sunset.
dropped right down to 80.
Yep.
Boom. And that's beautiful because now we get the
and that's
coast.
why, people don't realize, they all talk about how hot it gets here. They don't realize it never really gets to be 100 degrees.
Everywhere else
here
it does.
Because we get
Everywhere
to like
else.
97,
Yep.
98, 99, boom, rainstorm drops down.
We followed all the time, like in Philly, like, oh my God, it's so hot. It's been 100 degrees for 7 days straight, and I can't believe it. Like,
yeah, okay.
here.
So we have it for 4 months and they have it for 2 months, but
But we have it at the good time.
The humidity
we-
kills everybody
But
here,
we
though.
can go out on the boat in December and
That's true.
they're like dying.
Yeah,
of
we're still
frostbite.
we're still in shorts and tank tops
Yeah.
in December.
Yeah,
So it's all
well,
there.
the official clothing of Apollo Beach, as you know, are cargos,
Yep,
and cargos.
Oh, and I'm wearing, and so I had to do this too because people couldn't believe that was actually a picture of me the other day. While it was a while ago when I had shorter hair, this is the same shirt that was on the pool table.
Oh my gosh, that's next week's topic. Someone wanted me to bring it up, but I couldn't steal. What a great thing. That was
So,
incredible.
That was a long time ago. It was actually in the winter, and it was up, I think, in Minnesota. And then the picture went totally viral, and I had to laugh about it and people are like, "Oh," and I'm like, "This is, if you look at the picture, this is the shirt."
That's the
okay,
shirt.
There you go.
So I'm wearing the shirt. I need to do something. So a lot of you guys know I've been sick, so I've been going through some pain, and I found Kelly Powers Figueroa, and I have to do a huge shout out for her. And she's got the Pilates room, I believe is the business in Ruskin.
Gotcha.
And it's just right next to what used to be Poppy's. I think it's now Uncle Joe's Diner. And she reached out and
I
said,
saw that place on 41 on the right hand side.
yeah. So she reached out and said, "Hey, if you're willing to be open to this, I'd like to have you come in, and I want to do some breathing and stretching stuff to see about your muscle atrophy and the muscle deterioration, stuff like that." Oh my God, folks. If you would have thought that I would say, cool, let's do yoga and Pilates, no way, right? Okay.
You look like a yoga guy.
I am like totally non-yoga, right?
Bob Yoga right next to
And-
me, everyone.
And I booked like the whole month.
We liked
So-
it a lot.
I'm in.
Oh, the pain went away. It's not gone. It came back in a few hours,
but it does alleviate it.
but the breathing and the stretching that she was able to do and to isolate the different muscles that I'm having problems with, because my immune system is destroying my muscles and nerves and everything. So a huge shout out. We're going to have her on the show. She has a class on Tuesday night, so we'll have to find a time
Gotcha.
to do that. So we want to do that. The other thing, you guys, so I have my normal cigar.
There you go.
Cigars on the Boulevard has their
Oh, yeah, that's
grand
right.
opening Saturday. I think it's at 3 p.m.
Grand
It starts at
reopening,
3
correct?
It's a grand, new owners,
Okay.
totally revamped. It looks beautiful.
I saw
in
the
there.
pictures.
I peeked in the window this morning. I'm probably going to head over after here, but
Very cool.
it is, I'm excited about the new owners. We didn't go there for a long time for a whole variety of reasons, but I'm really excited. Al is a great guy who bought it, and he's got all the right things in line. So,
Well, we want to wish him all the luck in the world here in Apollo Beach. And
it's a great place to have a drink and a cigar.
again, Apollo Beach is starting to really develop. I want it to be more than an off ramp, though.
Right.
It has character, and about character, we had a little discussion. We're adding a new part to the show that you don't even know about. The new part of the show is sound effect of some sort, please.
Yeah, it works.
That'll work.
There you go.
we're gonna do a top 5 list.
Yep.
But this is not going to be in any. Thank you, Scooby. This is not going to be in any particular order, or is it?
No, absolutely no order, because particularly for this topic,
Each has its own place.
each has its own place,
Which-
right?
It really does. I mean, when you have somebody coming to town, you don't want to take them to this place. You want to take them to this place. If you're running early in the morning, you don't want to go to this place. You have to go to this place.
Absolutely.
Other places, you're sick of going to the other places. These other places fill in pretty good.
Now, are we
Right.
keeping this local or just like?
Oh,
our
this
general
is straight.
flavor?
Oh, this
Okay,
is straight up
okay.
here.
Yeah, this
And-
is straight local, because otherwise I'm going to Greenville, South Carolina. That's the end of the discussion. I'm road
Now-
tripping to Greenville, South
Where's that
Carolina.
at? Because we were just there for a competition.
Now you
Oh,
guys can
South
chime in.
Saskatoon restaurant,
online
world's
here.
best restaurant.
You can
Wild.
chime in here, right? All of
Yeah.
our friends here
Yeah,
can chime in.
People can chime in.
The
Hey, good to
chat
see
is
you, David.
open. So,
Do you want to start, or you want me to start?
well, I want to see if anyone online here wants to pick some of them for us. Is there
Okay,
anyone?
so here's the deal: your top 5 favorite restaurants in Apollo Beach /
proper, like within 10 minutes tops, because
Yeah.
Apollo Beach is still kind of. We haven't decided where Apollo Beach really is yet.
right.
So I mean, it's kind of. Well, but
Well, if it's Apollo Beach, then we're like sticking
How about
to Miller Mac.
Yeah.
41.
here's the deal. It's got to be.
Apollo Beach Boulevard.
It's got to be.
Because otherwise, it's North Ruskin,
How about a place like what's in
South Gibson.
within 10 minutes of living in Apollo Beach that you're willing to go to or to go out to eat to?
Well, I would even say kind of keep it North Ruskin. So
Okay.
and so I got to tell
Okay,
you,
see?
the first two that popped up on the chat are my top two. Were the first two that I brought up.
Boom, boom.
Apollo Beach
We
Diner,
agreed immediately. on
Apollo Beach Diner,
You're not-
Ybor Grill.
You're not going to
Okay.
Apollo Beach Diner for dinner. Guess what? They don't serve dinner.
Absolutely.
They're done. If you like the places that close at 2 p.m., that's the place.
Los Amigos is
And
very
that-
good. Yep.
Said the Mexican place you took him to.
Yeah. So Los Amigos is my place. And so if it was going to be my list, it would be the diner,
Diner,
Los Amigos, Ybor Grill,
circles.
So yeah,
Circles.
You have to put circles
circles
in there.
on there. That's
And here's the deal. People rag on circles, but I'm going to tell you,
What?
I've been here for over 20 years. And when we bought our house, we gutted it and the kitchen guy went out of business. So we didn't have a kitchen for 6 months. We ate at Circles and Sidelines alternate.
Well, that was it.
And I
You
have
didn't
never-
travel much,
I have
did you?
Never. Well, there wasn't no place to
Okay.
travel. Or you
Tell
had to
everyone
drive
where
to Brandon.
Sidelines was for the newbies.
Sidelines was the
Oasis, right?
No, Vineyard. Well, Oasis. Now
Oasis.
it's the Vineyard.
now
Yeah.
it's Vineyard.
You know,
yes.
we have a lot of good choices. So, but my top would be the diner, Ybor Grill, Los Amigos, Circles.
Now for breakfast, the original Poppy's was amazing.
Well, but see, I go back to the days when it was an Irish pub.
I go back in the days
And
where
then
it was a
the-
Pizza Hut.
It was the Burger
Right?
That's how long
Yeah.
I've been out here.
And then it was-
Where's
There
that
was the
dong
Burger-
now?
There was the Burger Queen right there.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh,
where-
Burger
where Dollar General
Queen.
It was where the Dollar General was.
yeah, or Dollar Tree.
Oh.
Dollar, excuse me. Yeah.
Burger Queen.
Well, this
But-
is all right.
And then I don't know.
Hey,
the problem is I picked 5. I end up alienating people
right.
because I like all of them equally.
Correct.
So I'm going to go with the 4, and then everybody
Now,
else.
I got 2
include.
things that I wanted to mention.
Here's the deal. Bistro's excellent. If you don't see it on Facebook, we don't see them on Facebook enough, and it's behind the
It's t-
sign.
it's-
I hate that I miss it.
Right.
We're like, where should we go for dinner? And then we're like, crap, we should have gone to the bistro because it's freaking great.
I wanted to give 2 honorable mentions. Is that
Yeah.
fair? Though they're not really known for their food, I think they're doing a great run. Is Lazy Gator? They
Oh, I got to tell you, Lazy Gator.
they seem they are the local place.
I went there a lot when I could still take my father-in-law out
Okay,
beyond Bob Evans, and now we can't, with the wheelchair and stuff, we can't really take him anywhere
gotcha.
with the Alzheimer's. But Lazy Gator, oh my gosh, they did such a great job at catering to him with his Alzheimer's that it was a great place. And we go there once in a while, and they have great fish and chips.
Nice owners too.
Yep.
And then my second honorable mention, and this is like a long shot, and you might throw something at me. I love Yummy House. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So I gotta go
I
sticky
love-
rice.
Oh.
Yummy House is good, but I gotta go sticky rice and then China Walk. Amanda, freaking
I know, but something.
every time I'm having a bad day, Amanda will message me and
But
go,
if I want to sit down
"Okay, let's
Chinese,
order your food."
if I want someone to bring me tea and shit like
Oh,
that,
yeah, then you
you
gotta
know
go
what
to
I
Yummy
mean?
House.
I mean, I love
agree.
getting served Chinese. I just, I
It's
hate
sit down
Yeah.
Chinese service.
for real. There's just something about sit down Chinese. You think you're doing something bad anyhow, even though you're not. You're like all like this, and you're not like, oh, thank you for you're like this. You're like, yeah, I'm a Chinese restaurant. Yeah, Chinese. Oh,
And,
goodness.
and
down
Latitudes
and
is
go,
awesome. I
"Yum."
mean, we actually have a ton. Latitudes, their seafood boil is to die for. Their food is always excellent.
Their social labs, they do a good social end over there.
Yeah,
Their bowls are really good. Too.
very good.
Yeah, I love their
However,
bowls.
they get nice bowls.
Bowl.
And then if I
But
really
they
want
get
to be
tagged with
bad,
the they get tagged with the old age crowd. That a lot of people don't like going there because they feel like they're the youngest person in the room, and chances are they are.
They might be.
they might be.
I mean,
That-
look,
that-
I
that-
mean-
that's legit.
I got Gandalf here, and I'm still the youngest who walks in there. Look at
But-
this shit.
But and the Vineyards is good.
Yeah, Vineyards was terrific.
The
You know what? That Vineyards was very good.
so
That it was a different flavor in town. So you're right. Since and I've been here for 10 years, now we have some good restaurants here.
Well, and
And there's
I gotta
more
tell
and
you, I
more.
gotta add a little newbie into this because you've got all these new food trucks that are bringing different flavors to us now,
that's the other
and
thing.
that's
We should-
another thing.
and that's actually going to be next week's topic is we're going to hit on the food trucks because prior to this list, I would have been the Doghouse for sure. Pardon me?
Z-Pan Sushi from Robbie.
Robbie, how you doing,
Yeah,
Robbie?
If you like Z-Pan, you'll love sticky rice.
Where is Sticky Rice?
It is across from Summerfield Golf Course.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Debbie wants to join
Debbie, how
us.
you doing?
Hey, we have our local Debbie is reporting live here with us over. Beep, 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 beep.
Hey, how is everyone? How's South Shore doing?
Not bad. How are the odds from last week? We didn't see the end result.
Oh, the which one? Oh, which one?
We didn't see the finished product. We just heard about them.
Oh, the ball kicking?
No.
Oh, wait.
Wrong show, Debbie.
No, the food. The food.
wrong
the food.
show.
Oh, the
This is
food.
Where are you at? It looks like you're out on location.
Debbie. This is the
Debbie,
the
it looks
blonde
like you're out
hair.
Oh,
on location. Or are
Debbie.
you,
This is
in
the
dark?
family-friendly show, and this is the Apollo Beach live show, South Shore Live.
Sorry.
You're in the wrong feed. Please stop. Thank you.
All right. Breaker.
Everyone, Debbie Diaz, please check out. First of all, let everyone know how they can get a hold of you and follow you, my dear.
Well, the website is under construction just a tad right now, but Debbie Diaz reporting live featuring the vaginas is the podcast of the year. I'm telling you. Besides this one, but
Thank you.
I want to say congratulations to everybody, all the parents in South Shore who made it through the first week of school.
Yes.
Thank you for
definitely-
that.
Yes, I know that's some early alarm clocks going off. Eek, So I handle that. But I also want to point out something that's been trending around the village as well is a little bit of the now that the kids are back in school, after school activities and everything like that, the etiquette at the clubs, gyms, and around the communities it's been a topic around a lot of chats.
You're not in Waterset. Did you see what happened the other day, Debbie?
The parking.
That's basically what I'm talking about. A little.
Oh my
snip there.
gosh. That was
Yeah.
hilarious. Someone puts up, and again, this is
Oh, I
a
saw
local.
that one. Yeah, I saw
Yeah, it's
that.
like
Okay.
whose little dick sticks are hanging out
Bro,
in the
I
gym here,
know.
and it's like, wow. Holy
That was a new
cow.
word I've been using all week. I'm like, stop doing that, you shit stick. I mean, that's been like my new phrase. to
No, it
use.
was dick sticks.
Oh, was it? I thought it was
I
shit
think-
sticks, but
It was shit sticks.
Yeah.
I thought it was dick sticks.
but
Either
yeah,
way, they're both funny. But I mean, just the point,
yes.
and this goes to our last week's conversation. I think this will be every week conversation as far as social etiquette. If someone said this to you up front at the gym, we would call Debbie Diaz to kick him in the balls.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you won't see me in the kitchen or
Right?
the gym.
Yeah.
You would never talk to somebody out like this. People, you would never, you'd be like, "Hey, kid,"
Right.
Well, I mean, I give the lady credit and props for posting that post that she did. I mean,
and not being anonymous.
Yeah, and not being anonymous. I mean, she put
yeah.
herself out there, and we all know, as podcasters and social media people, we put ourselves out there, and we're used to it. But it takes a lot for somebody to do that, and I applaud her. She took a lot of heat, for that post. But I mean, educate your kids on the etiquette of the gyms, at each community, so that you don't piss off somebody that's benching 175 pounds.
Well, and those you can't just do the kids on that, because some of the adults lately have been just as
Oh.
bad as some of these kids. I work in the school system and I see both sides of this. So I got to say, some of these adults have gone the wrong turn as well.
I mean, that's true as well, but I think at this perspective, the kids were young. They looked like
Yes,
they were
yeah,
not
they
any-
shouldn't have been there by themselves anyway.
They were definitely
Right.
shit sticks. But you know what? Here's the funny thing. You can't take. First of all, be glad that they were outside. Let's give the kids that. Let's
Yes.
be fair.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number two, they can't go to the malls because everyone buys their shit at Amazon anymore.
Right.
So now that the malls are essentially turning into crack dens, hold on a second. That's where this disclaimer came in. Okay. Thank you. Where are they going to go? Go to the pool, go here, go to the gym. They meet up. At that point, it's cool for them to be there, but just don't be shitty people, kids. That's all.
I mean,
And I
don't we
think
have
they weren't being
Brian
very-
Slade?
So I don't live in I live in an old style community that doesn't
Have a
have
gym.
any of this kind of stuff. And I did that for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We looked at a couple houses in there and we turned around and drove right back. And I guess the question I have is, are there rules about kids?
Well, it's
going to the
etiquette.
gym,
It's,
or
well, first
kids
of all,
being
yeah,
alone in the
they
pools
can't be
and stuff?
16 years old or younger to be there. You have to be accompanied
gonna
by an
say,
adult.
You have to have a supervisor.
yeah.
Supervision.
Number two, there's no real lifeguards here, and it's really asked for you to be, conscious about your child. I mean,
Right.
that's it. Don't let your kid run wild. And if you are going to let your kid run around, I mean, sure, they can have a fishing pole, but they've got to fish in the right places. You can't fish in someone's backyard.
Right.
It's
Well,
that kind of deal.
I mean, just some, like nationwide, worldwide, etiquette for any gyms or clubs. I mean, you always want to dress the part. You want to practice good hygiene outside and inside the gym. You want to always ask permission if somebody's using some equipment. Wipe down your equipment before and after you use it.
Without a doubt.
Space. But leave the 12-year-old kids. I mean, I understand some kids are bodybuilders at age 12, and maybe they
Sure,
need
without
to
a
go to
doubt.
the gym.
Yeah, but
So-
those are the kids that aren't hanging out with their six buddies out front on their bike. Those are the kids who are working out in the gym with their older brothers, or they're doing it and you realize that this guy's doing it. These guys are just loitering. And it's okay to loiter as a kid, but they just have got to be respectful of where they're loitering and other people around them.
And I think it's harder there's so many parents that both parents are working, or
Double
single
employment
parents,
parents.
That's hard.
and the kids are now 14, 10, 12, 14 years old, and they're home alone.
And you're telling them now to go outside.
And I look at me when I was like 10, I would have been sneaking out to the community pool.
Well, and you think though,
regardless,
with-
even though we weren't supposed to do it, I would have done it.
with
period.
back,
without a
with
doubt.
back to school, there's a lot of like athletic tryouts and stuff. So
Right.
people are going out and working
Right.
out and building up again, because you've got all these tryouts and stuff for school and even outside school. So the kids are trying to get prepared to make sure they get accepted on the teams and stuff. So I can see both sides of this. But like you said, you got to teach your kids courtesy and manners, and be in the right place at the right time with the right people. If you don't have the adult or the 16 plus, don't be there. You're gonna get in trouble.
I mean,
Are
of
you
all
welcome?
people, too.
and don't invite
Right.
trouble.
Right. But
Yeah.
if you're going to be more than welcomed if people see you doing well and see the good behavior and, see the, protocol that you have to follow to be there. And, that's a privilege.
Unfortunately, though, the doubling up is the sheer effects of how far it goes after it's been slammed online, the repercussions. Before, when we were kids, 2-3 days tops, things were shook off. This can get pounded to 200-300 people just piling
Well,
on and
we-
piling on.
We have stuff like in Apollo Beach where we had those kids in the fight on the bridge by the Dollar General, and it still pops up. And it's been like a year and a half or 2 years, and that stuff still pops up. And I think that's something to be aware about is social media. But anyway, we need to wrap up. We're over time. And
All right, we want to thank everyone who watched the show.
Big
Please
time.
subscribe to our South Shore Live YouTube page and also Apollo Beach Publishing.com. again, our guests tonight were Ronnie K. And let's hear about where you're from, Ronnie K. And tell everyone real quick how they get a hold of you.
You can find me online on Facebook, Seize the Moment Foundation, or Q for a Cure. And you can go to our website, Q4Cure, If you guys like to come out and see what we're about, come join us at the barbecue competition this weekend at the Showman's on Friday and Saturday.
I can assure you that these wings will be gone very shortly.
Yeah, just pass that over
There you
here
go.
while we're wrapping up here.
There we go.
Just so you know.
Okay, Judith Cordero with her services. She's gone, but we want to thank her for coming on to the show. She does fantastic credit services, credit card processing, and a whole lot of other things. Also, Debbie Diaz reporting live, and our bestest buddy correspondent here at South Shore Live in the beautiful studios here at Apollo Beach, where it's 79 degrees outside. And we want to thank JD Coaching for manning the boards tonight and also stocking the drink fridge for our guests and for me. I am Howard from South Shore Cleaning Supply. And look out for the new podcast, The Unknown Drummer. And we have Tail Leonard with you. You like that, huh?
Yeah, I like
Howard,
that.
the
I
Unknown
followed
Drummer.
you on TikTok today.
It's
It popped
funny.
up. Popped up. So now you get to see more like sunset, sunrise videos.
Yeah, so that was a little surprise. And Debbie, I was going to have you on that show too. Howard, the Unknown Drummer. And that's what we were talking about in the garage about 3 weeks ago.
Right.
And
right.
so before, that's why I've been like texting the shit out of you. I wanted to tell you that beforehand. But now, surprise. So thanks everyone for watching. Again, we hope that you like us on Facebook. Tell your friends to have babies, and then tell them to like our page. The wings are good. Again, like, subscribe us, YouTube, South Shore Live V2, because V1 is for chatting. And of course, South Shore Cleaning Supply, our biggest suppliers of janitorial supplies and cleaning services here at Apollo Beach. And we'd like to shout them out too. Everyone, have yourself a great night. See you next Tuesday. We already have Zach the comedian coming on, and another local business to talk about, and also another Teo story and another top 5 list of food trucks.
Food trucks.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Thanks for having me.
So long.
See you guys. Bye-bye. These ones are